Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, let's learn about the RODI system and let's figure out how to make some salt water. So I am currently at the Home Depot picking up a very essential item in the aquarium hobby, the Reef trash cans. Alright folks, and this is the one where I was most excited about, but now I'm freaking out about. The RODI unit is here, and it's 4-stage. I opted for the plus one, 100 gallons per day. Most folks mount this, like hard mount it to the wall. I'm not sure how that's going to happen. Look, the size of my hand. This thing is a lot bigger than I thought. I don't know that I have the space for this. I thought it was going to go in the laundry room on the wall, but I've got some shelves on the wall, and I just looked in our half bath. There's not a lot of space in that half bath either. I'll show you in a bit. It's a small laundry room. Got shelves on the wall here. Here would be the cold water line that it would have to tap into with a splitter. I've got this wall space here, but it's gonna protrude from the wall, and I don't think the rest of the household is going to like that very much. Another option is this is the half bath. So here's some space under here. I was thinking you could get hard plumbed, not from the hot water line, but from the cold water line, and get mounted closer to the floor. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if this is feasible. Like, am I gonna run into issues? Like, I don't know what I don't know, so am I gonna run into issues if it's closer to the ground? All right, folks, I think that I'm ready to use the RODI unit according to the instruction manual here. Gonna initially prime the system. So I've got everything connected now. First step, red line is the source water. It's going to come down here through the system. It's going to first go through the first canister here, sediment filter. Then here is carbon filter. And then it's going to get pushed up through the membrane here. Wastewater will come out through the black line, and hard to see here, it's going to follow the black line here, which I've just stuck down the drain. And clean water is going to come out of the blue line and into my little collection bucket. And I'm going to discard apparently the first few gallons of water because for initially priming, it might get out some like trace carbon and whatever stuff is in there. So I'm gonna dump that out, and then the system should be ready to make clean RODI water. Yay! Editor here making a quick correction. You see here this black valve for the wastewater? What I should have done for initial priming was to flush. So this should have been placed into the parallel position so that it flushes on initial priming. Here we go. Turning it on a little bit. Editor here again. So what I should have done here was use cold water, and I should have pulled the faucet all the way to the right. I don't know if I should turn it on full blast or not. I was a little scared to do it. Make sure there's no leaks. I hear it going through the membrane. And wait for it to come out through the final unit, which is the deionizer canister. Let's see what's the pressure gauge here. I don't have any readings on here yet. 50? I forgot to check to see what it was before. I was reading that it was supposed to be 60, but I don't know. I hear water coming out of the drain. And I know this is supposed to be perpendicular, this valve. It's only parallel when I want to flush the membrane. Hope I read this properly. Oh wait, moving over here, I see, yep, it's working, it's going through. Maybe I should be turning my TDS meter on. Whoops. Pressure's low. I think I was reading that it's supposed to be 60. Does that mean I have to turn on the water full blast? Okay, it's on. And we have water. Previously we got a water making kit from bulk Reef supply. It came with a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna need a measuring cup to measure out our salt. A refractometer to measure the salinity. Submersible heater. Seashea Ultra Zero utility pump. So that's gonna help me transfer water. What else do we got? Oh darn. I forgot to use my coupon on my last order. I just bought some sand, a whole bunch of sand. That would have been nice. Okay, what is this? Okay, refractometer calibration juice. Refracto juice. And, okay, so this is the Seashea Synchro Nano, and that's going to help mix up the salt water. All right, I've plugged in the pump and the heater. And doesn't look like the pump is running, but I put my hand inside and felt it and turned it on max. All right, let's get some salt in here. So it says here to use half a cup of salt for every gallon of RODI water. So I've got a 10-gallon trash bin over here, which means I'm gonna need about 4 cups of salt. 5 cups of salt, but I'm gonna go just a little under because I didn't fill it all the way to the top, so maybe we'll end up needing 4.5 cups. 2 cups. And that's about 2 cups. Let's come over here. This is gonna take a while to mix up, I could tell. Already seeing some pieces of like clumps of salt that is just kind of sinking to the bottom there. So we might need a stronger pump or wave maker to put in here. Someone also suggested getting like a large paddle, which I did order. And it doesn't seem like it's mixing too well. Maybe it would have mixed better for like a 5-gallon bucket. I think I'm gonna put a stronger pump in here. It's going that way. All right. So what follows next was just repeating this process and making a lot more salt water. Here I am filling the sump with the salt water, and a lot of online forums recommend filling the sump before filling the display tank. And that way you could turn on the return pump and basically push water up through the pipes into the display tank. Great way to check for plumbing leaks. And we're gonna stop here. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment. In my next episode, we will be adding sand to the tank.